what we want to do is make sure we're keeping your blood sugar stable and we're meeting your energy needs. And that is the number one strategy I use with people in my program. Now, the thing about healthy food is there's tons of healthy food, but it doesn't necessarily come at you in combinations that are going to leave you satisfied with an energy appropriate portion that gets you from meal to meal. And that's what's really important, that you can leave this space between the meal. So we want to be eating regularly throughout the day. I have people start what I call their food clock for the day. You don't have to be regimented about the exact time. You just want to make sure you're eating within 60, 90 minutes of waking up. And I think 90 is pushing it. You know, at least something to get a log on that fire, especially if you work out. You do not want to work out fasted ever. I believe that for all populations. But, you know, you can find data that somebody in their 30s or 20s can, like, I don't know, you can go around and we could argue it at a trial, right? But not for the menopausal group, not for people in perimenopause or menopause or with any hormonal issues. Your cortisol levels are highest in the morning. We need to get those down. Why? Insulin sensitivity, remember? Okay, so name of the game. Energy appropriate portions, eating on a schedule. You're trying to, you know, make it at least 2 hours. Golden is somewhere between 3 and 4. Not really going past 4 if you can help it. Okay. That's going to keep. And so it's a different portion of food for everyone. You want to just put food on your plate, eat until you're satisfied, feels pretty good. Test it and see if you can get to that 3 to 4 hour mark. And that's how you would try to find. Okay. And that's what we're looking for, is satiety, having enough to make you feel satisfied, but not overstuffed, unless you are actually a farmer. And not even farmers, they ride in a tractor all day. My cousin's husband is a farmer. I just had a whole big talk about what he does in Iowa. And yeah, he doesn't need to be filling up on the bacon and eggs and stuff in the morning because he's going out farming all day. It's just not like that anymore. So, you know, you don't need to load up. Okay. It's much less than you think can get you from meal to meal. And you want to make sure you are always pairing a protein with a carbohydrate, always. And I'll just give you a little cheat sheet. In my world, we are leaving starchy carbohydrates for those meals we share with people at night. We're going to start by, you know, really pulling them out of the beginning of the day a little bit, not always, not all the time, but a little bit. We'll lean, but you do not want to lose weight without them. For all you people who think you can't eat bread and lose weight, or pizza or stuff like that, I invite you to just portion, get your stomach calibrated to energy appropriate portions, and see that you can eat those things. It's really important for a long-term strategy to not feel like you are eliminating foods. Why? It will trigger that part of your brain that's going to shoot out cortisol. It will trigger the part of your brain that feels like it's missing out. Okay. Gut balance and motility, really, really important. So gut brain connection, if you're super stressed out, very hard to have a balanced gut, right? So your stress management strategy is really important. And before you go dumping a pile of fiber on anything, you have to make sure you're regular. So if gut motility is an issue, here are a few foods we add in commonly to help with that. Number one is chia seeds. You can start with whole chia seeds. If you're putting them in yogurt or something like that, you want to make sure to give them a minute to let them bloom, unless you don't mind a little crunch in your teeth. If you are at DEFCON 5 with like, like things are not moving for you at all, ground chia is going to move faster. They do different things in your digestive tract. Both of these things help to increase GLP-1 naturally. I'm going to go through the list of that food in a second, but that one, kiwi. 2 kiwi a day can help really move things. And we are getting a super burst of antioxidants from that. The antioxidants can help with the secretion of GLP-1. And again, what is GLP-1 doing for us? That is helping with portion control. So while you are trying to get your stomach calibrated to these energy appropriate portions of food, right? So we're eyeballing what this is. You're putting food on your plate. You're eating till you're satisfied. We're trying to figure out what that is for you. By adding in some of these GLP-1 producing foods, the foods that specifically do that, It will help you get to enjoy smaller energy appropriate portions of food. And why would you want to do this? So when you eat out socially, you don't have to worry about it, because you will never overeat. And what we're trying to avoid here is food soothing, eating for no reason, just to handle our nervous system, right? But we're also looking to make it so that when we eat out with people, we can bond with them over food and not be sitting there calorie counting or thinking about that, because then that doesn't allow us to be present in our life, fully enjoy our life, and it doesn't allow us to relieve our stress by being there and, breaking bread with folks. The other thing is that by eating strategized food, you will avoid fluid retention. That really helps. We try to watch sodium, and throughout the day, if you're staying under 1,500 milligrams of sodium in general, that's fantastic. What that means is you are not eating a lot of foods that come from a can, or, you're really keeping the processed foods down, and you're trying to find things from nature the best you can, or things you can toss together. I have a lot of very fast tossed together recipes. Food is actually simpler than you think. And again, we're just doing this with the meals we don't share with others. And then by the time you get to a restaurant or the meals you're making for your family, don't worry about it so much. But, like the salt in your own cooking is not going to be a problem. It's the salt in processed foods. Okay, get a pen and paper and let me explain. High protein foods. Here's my little list, and I'm going to tell you. They promote the release of GLP-1, and they promote satiety. They make you feel full faster and for longer. Chicken's number one. About this much, 3/4 of a cup is about 54 grams. Go get your body losing a 1/2 pound to 1.5 pounds of fat, actual fat, not muscle. If you're in the perimenopause, menopause group, if you're not in the group or a group of anybody with any kind of hormonal issue, 1 to 3 pounds of fat is possible. And I'm not talking about water or muscle. So if you have a scale to see, body composition, that's what we're looking for. But high protein foods, chicken's number one. Fish, that same portion of fish is about 45 grams of protein in it. Fantastic. Tofu, powerhouse. It's so easy. I mean, oh my gosh, I buy the 2 packets of it. I just make myself some slices. I either heat it in a pan in olive oil with some seasonings, one veg on the other side, or I might just eat it just like that because I'm that lazy. I do not food prep, my friends. No food prep, because oh my gosh, if I had to food prep, like when I was training at the gym, oh my gosh, I can't even describe to you how fast the food is that I was throwing in a Tupperware and running out the door. I can't be bothered. So Greek yogurt, very high in protein. Now, here's what I want to say about it. Greek yogurt helps to increase GLP-1. If you're having portion controlling issues, this is the yogurt you want to go for, right? It's going to stay in your stomach longer. However, if you have gut motility issues, this is not the protein for you. Kefir is a yogurt that you could have, it's the drinkable one. That one will get to your gut microbiome. The probiotics in it will get the furthest into your intestinal tract. Of Greek yogurt, regular yogurt, or kefir. Kefir gets all the way down. So if you're having any issues like that, kefir is the way to go for a minute while you're trying to balance your gut microbiome. Then maybe go back to regular yogurt. Do not go with Greek yogurt just because of the protein content. If you have a gut motility issue, you will be working against yourself. Okay, what else? Whey protein. If you are using a protein powder, I like to go with real food. But if you are using whey protein, it would be the way to go. Okay. Beneficial fats. These really facilitate the release of GLP-1, and also they help to slow gastric emptying, which helps you. So my favorites, avocado and avocado oil, olives and olive oil. Do not sit there counting your olive oil or your avocado oil. You can't get enough. Go ahead and just put it in the pan like a zhuzhi and eat. That's not your problem. Believe me, and you're going to have great skin, hair, and nails. You are not getting that from the collagen powder. You're getting that from antioxidants and things like olive oil and avocado oil. So, start with that first. See if you actually need a collagen. It has some place, but, sometimes we can fix it just with that. Chia, flax, and hemp seeds. lean on these hard. They are so good, and they are also very rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are hard to get. Everybody's supplementing it, but you could really do a lot with just getting chia and flax and different things in your diet, as well as walnuts, pistachios, almonds, salmon, and other fatty fish, of course. These are our beneficial fats. So salmon and fatty fish kind of tick 2 boxes for us, but those are amongst my top. Non-grain soluble fiber. Now, again, I'm saying for fat loss. So remember, I said there's a difference between healthy food and healthy food for fat loss. You can go find a list of, soluble fiber foods. That includes oats. That includes, I think barley's on that list as well as a grain with soluble fiber in it. But I do not find these to be advantageous for fat loss. Sorry for people that start their breakfast with some overnight oats or something like that. Switch it to a chia pudding. And I think you'll be happier. Just give it a try. It's not a life sentence. Just we're trying to get you going, and then you test putting things back in. But why do these soluble fiber-rich non-starchy carbohydrates like apples, pears, beans, lentils, chickpeas, why are these really important? They make something called butyrate. They're fermented in the gut, and they make butyrate. Butyrate is your friend. It causes GLP-1 release because it creates this short-chain fatty acid. And probiotics do the same thing, by the way. Low-hanging fruit. I can't believe I just said that. I'll be here all night. I've literally in 34 years never made that joke, and it wasn't even a good one. Apples and pears, the inulin. It's just an easy way to make sure you're getting a prebiotic, a fermented food. Also, so on the line of prebiotics, they feed the good bacteria in your gut. They support the gut microbiome. So you're getting probiotics from yogurt and from some other things. You need prebiotic to feed it. My favorite, asparagus. Why mushrooms for vitamin D? Asparagus, because they are going to help to get fluid off your body. They are natural diuretic to help get fluid off your body, which will make you feel like you're winning really fast. But also they're feeding the good gut microbiome, the good microbes in your gut, and they're going to help us get your gut in gear and moving quickly. So we want fluid retention gone. We want elimination fast and predictable. And so that, you're feeling like you're winning already just because you feel leaner from that. You're eating energy appropriate portions of food. Bloating is gone. Digestive issues gone. And now we can really focus on just living in a way where it's fat loss because of insulin sensitivity. That brings me to the exercise portion, but I just want to finish this list. The prebiotics, asparagus, regular yogurt, Greek yogurt too, but I lean into regular yogurt, sauerkraut, garlic and onions, yum, yum, yum. And the powdered works too, by the way. Green bananas. And then on the high polyphenol side, we're talking about the super antioxidants, berries, dark chocolate. Hu is the best brand because it's made with cacao. Look for pure cacao, 70%. A little cane sugar is okay. That never hurt anybody, but dark chocolate, good stuff. Matcha and green tea. Matcha and green tea, not only super high in polyphenols, which enhance GLP-1 secretion and improve your gut hormone function, it does one other magic thing. It helps to boost metabolism. There are like 7 small studies that, especially with matcha, talk about how it can increase your body's ability to use fat for fuel during workouts, because your body doesn't tend to use fat for fuel during workouts, by the way. Workouts set up your body to burn fat for fuel, but you're not really using it. Green tea can help your body mobilize that a little better. Even if these studies are completely, not gold standard. They're small. They're too small to be gold standard. Even they're all wrong. The benefits of the antioxidants in matcha and green tea are just so high, it doesn't matter. But I do believe that to be true. Also, coffee in moderation, and it can, same thing, give you that metabolic boost and really helps. So nothing wrong with coffee. Okay, that's my food list to help you. Here we go. Let's talk on the exercise side of things quickly, and we're almost there.